Hello everybody, I hope you're having a fabulous day. Today we are back in The Sims 4 and we are doing a house build. And this one, I swear, is a normal house build. It's not like my recent lighthouse build and anything. No, regular house. Well, I get regular house and like eco-friendly, green, definitely a 1-2 person house. You could definitely expand it. But I pretty much built this on the basis of like a single person or a couple living together. That was about it. It's pretty basic. It's pretty much a box. I actually got the idea for this build off of Pinterest. Once again, no surprise there. But they had this really cool area up top, and it was like on the Pinterest thing. It was like a giant garden, and I toyed with doing something like that, but because of how small the build is, granted, it's not dinky dink, but it's not massive either. It's pretty small. What I ended up doing was putting kind of everything on separate floors. Like, the only thing that's on the same floor is like the dining and the kitchen, because that makes sense, because you're not gonna want to like cook your food one place and then have to walk up or down a set of stairs and figure out from there. Okay, so when it came to building this upper part, it really took me a long time to figure out what like fencing I wanted to do, how I wanted to do it, because I wanted to have a part of the area be under, my brain is coming up with ottoman, but that is a piece of furniture. I wanted to be under a kind of, I don't know, an above thingy that had like vines or like plants on it. Kind of like the glass greenhouse thing, except like, yeah, it's kind of like that, except not quite. And so it took me a while to actually figure out like how I wanted to build it, if I wanted to have a fence or objects or what. But what I ended up deciding was to have a fence for most of it, and then have the kind of spandrels, or however they're pronounced, with columns. And for a while, I kind of toyed with that fence in the back, but what I wanted something more statement-y, and I wanted it to go from the floor to the ceiling. And the problem with that fence, I love that fence, except I have two problems with it. One, it's too tall for like a regular fence, and two, it's not tall enough for when I want to do decorative stuff, because most of the time when I want to do decorative things, I want it to go from the floor to the ceiling, and that fence is not big enough. So, but I love that fence. It's so pretty. Sadly, that wouldn't work. So I went through the entire not the entire catalog, what I could find, because I guarantee I didn't find everything, but just kind of found different pieces and things that I thought might work for stand-in wall pieces / decorative pieces / things that I liked. And so I kind of toyed around with like the sizing things up and down, sizing things up and trying to figure out what would work. But my main goal was to have something that would go from the floor to the ceiling. And so what I ended up going with was English speaking were the fountains, because I thought that they were an awesome statement piece. And then I stuck some of those wall dividers as kind of makeshift walls, because I didn't want to put like solid walls. I wanted to put something else. So I did that, and then I did this kind of lattice thing on the top. And I have figured out how to get those stupid things to work, because I'm a moron. You had to have the move cheat on the bb.moveobjects space on. You have to have that. If you don't have that on, they will not overlap. For some reason, for the life of me, I have not been able to figure out how to do it. I apologize. That was a big yawn. I apologize. I've been recording for like the past couple days. I've just been very busy. So anyway, this build actually has a basement. I know, shock. I honestly can't tell you the last time I did a basement in a build. Maybe like one of my I don't really know. I don't use basements too often, because I like basements. I have nothing against basements, but it's kind of an easy way to kind of cop out on space. But at the same time, they're very useful. especially if you don't want to build to be too high. And this one, I didn't want it to be too high. I wanted it to have one story and then have the garden on top. And the problem that I ran into very, very quickly inside was, if I wanted this to kind of be spacious, and I wanted it to be spacious, I wanted it to be kind of modern. And that's why I got rid of the cabinets, because it was not making it modern at all. I didn't want to have to cram everything in there. I wanted it to be spacious. So I stuck a basement on there. Same size as the upper part, and it just became the master bedroom, or the bedroom. There are no other bedrooms. One bedroom, one bath. I toyed with trying to fit in more bedrooms, but I decided not to. Okay, so countertop. I decided to do something different with the counters. Instead of doing the plain old straight across kind of L-shaped kitchen, I had this extra space, and I didn't really know what to do with it, because I didn't want to try to fit the living room in here with the dining room and the kitchen, and plus with that slanted doorway, my space very quickly was I was going to run out of space, or it was going to be awkward or very cramped. And once again, the whole modern open feel didn't want that. So I ended up going with a totally different countertop or design, and I really like how it turned out. I had downloaded a couple houses for something I was doing, and the people had some really cool kitchen ideas, and I'm like, oh, I need to play around more with my counters in the kitchen, because right now, or recently, they've all been like L-shaped or just straight kitchens, or a few gallery kitchens here and there, but that's pretty much it. It's like straight lines. There's no interesting curves, and I was like, I need to play around with that. So back down to the downstairs. I toyed with kind of putting a small size bathroom in here, but then I realized I had this massive room, and I wasn't going to be able to comfortably fit like 2 bedrooms down here. And the thing is, in the main bedroom, I wanted to fit a desk and computer kind of study area, and if I put a second bedroom, tried to fit everything in here, I would have had to make the basement bigger, and I didn't want to make it bigger than it was. So I ended up going with this super long, very narrow bathroom, and I really like how it turned out. I kind of played around with the bamboo stuff and different colors. I tried hard not to do just white, because it is very easy for me to do a white and black kitchen, white and black bathroom, or an all white bathroom, or an all black bathroom. So I tried to do something a little bit different by adding that brown color in there, as well as like the bright green from the bamboo and all that stuff. And I think it really worked. I incorporated a lot of green in this build, as you can see from the bed, and then also upstairs in the chairs and everything, because I was going with like eco-friendly, blah blah blah, that kind of thing. So, and I think it really worked. Then what I decided to do up here was, instead of just doing your run-of-the-mill studied computer, I decided to put two other monitors, so like you could have 3 extra monitors. Granted, the 2 I added are actually TV screens and do not actually function, but I thought it was a cool look, and I thought maybe the person living here is like a graphic artist, or maybe they're a video gamer, or maybe they're just brilliant at computers. I don't know, but I wanted to put something on there instead of just the single computer, because I thought, okay, let's spice things up. It's a little boring in here. And so then I went and placed the shelves in, and then was just kind of placing random objects, trophies, a couple pen things, maybe a picture, and just kind of placing some things here. I didn't want it to be too cluttered, but I wanted it to be some cluttered, but not over cluttered, because I find that I have a tendency to very easily not over clutter, but like a lot of clutter for like shelves and things, because it's very easy for me to go, oh, I want to put that and that and that and that and that, and I wanted to keep things clean and open. So there's like one extra space. So, you know, it's better than all of them being filled, and like using sheets to fit more objects. So, and I didn't go too overboard in the kitchen. It's very easy for me to do way overboard in the kitchen. So then I stuck the ottoman, the real ottoman, down at the bottom, because there was just too much space for me between the bed and where the stairs were, like too many tiles. And I was like, okay, we need something here that's not really going to serve a purpose, but like aesthetically it's here. So that's what I ended up doing. Then I stuck that dresser over there. The color of the dresser, I'm still not 100% sure with, that light greenish, yellowish color. But it was the closest I could find color-wise to that kind of green without being like, boom, green, or like really dark green. I didn't want to be too over the top, but I didn't want to stick white because there was too much white and I didn't want to do that. So, kind of on the fence about that, but whatever. So as you can see, I, once again, did not do floors or walls or windows or anything of that nature until, like, pretty much the thing was furnished. So, story of my life. I made sure and put a lot of, like, windows and things like that because I wanted to keep it very open, very visible. And I didn't put a lot of curtains up. There were a few that I put up curtains for, but not a lot. Mostly because there was stuff in the way or I felt like it blocked the sight line, things like that. So, and once again, it's The Sims. You can't actually use the curtains. And then I went through and placed a couple rugs. I really liked that golden striped zebra rug, but I just never... It normally doesn't fit into any of my designs, and I was like, oh, this fits. It's something funky. It's kind of cool. It's got some white, got some shine. I really like how it turned out. Now, finding a rug that I liked for down here, oh, that was a pain. Like, I like this rug, but it just... I kind of overuse it. The problem is there needs to be more rugs of that size. The problem is a lot of the rugs are too long, so you can't fit them with bits of floor on all sides. You end up having like two sides of the rug hit the wall, and it's frustrating. So Sims, for people, you need to make more rugs that size, more designs, and yes. So, And then over here, I was really struggling on what to put over here that would work because I had this huge blank wall, and with this build there were a lot of walls that were kind of blank. But I put some pictures up there, kind of pastel. The problem was a lot of the pictures were very vibrant, and I didn't want them to be vibrant. I wanted light pastel colors. And look at me, I'm going through and I'm actually remembering to do some better lighting. Okay, not better. Let me rephrase that. Different lighting. Instead of using the saucer lights above, which are great and give off the best lighting, I'm working on that, trying to go through and put in different lights, use more lamps, use them as more of a decorative piece. Because a lot of times I'm just like, well, they give off funky light. Well, yes, sir, they give off funky light, but that's okay. And then I had that one piece of wall. I stuck a mirror up there because I really wasn't too sure what to do with that. I didn't want to put like a ton of flowers over there, and there really isn't like a one-piece activity, if you will, so I just kind of stuck a mirror up there. Oh, and then we come to the upstairs, which turns into the living room space area. And yes, there is a TV outside, but we'll just ignore that. It's The Sims. It doesn't rain yet. And so, for the life of me, I could not remember where to find the, I don't even remember what it's called, but it's a light piece. It's in like the miscellaneous, and it's essentially like a fireplace, but doesn't actually have a fire. It just lights up, and I wanted to find it and I couldn't find it for forever, so I went through and tried to select couches and everything, and then I was trying to find it and I could not find it for the life of me. And then I finally did find it and I was like, oh, this is where it is. Why is it not where I want it to be? Yeah, that thing, yeah, because I knew exactly what I wanted to put in the middle of these sofas, and I just couldn't find it, whatever. Oh, and another idea I kind of toyed with, and if you saw a few moments ago, I kind of briefly did, putting a hot tub up here. That would be so awesome to put a hot tub up here, but the problem is everything would have been too cramped, and plus, since I didn't have the living room area, if I had put the living room area like downstairs, then I could have definitely put the hot tub up here, and I totally would have. But since I didn't have the living space, I ended up just putting the living space up there, no hot tub. But feel free to change that because that would be sweet. And like honestly, this is a very open build. Like normally I try to cram more stuff into the empty spaces, but I wanted it to be kind of clean and not be too over the top with clutter, but at the same time look like somebody still lived here. So I hope I achieved that. It's a work in progress. Let's see. Oh, and then I went through and I was trying to decide what flowers I wanted to put in, what was going to be too much and what was going to be too little. Because the thing with decorating with flowers is it's very easy for it to quickly be like overrun by flowers. And the other hard thing is there's not a lot of vines that work together. Like you have the base vines and then the flowers, and that's about it. All the other ones, they have, what do you call it? Lattice work underneath, and they have other stuff and the colors don't quite match, and it's just like, no! But those two work really well because they kind of overlap really easily. So, like, I wish that they were more kind of climbing plant type plants, but there aren't, so but well, no, there might be more in the romantic garden pack, but I don't have that pack, so there's certain stuff packs that I like want to get in the future, and that's definitely one of them, but I have to buy all of them myself, so it's one of those, like, if you look at all of the packs that are out, like any of them, stuff packs, expansion packs, anything, there's a lot of money. And so, like, with The Sims 3, I only ever bought the ones that I really wanted. And, like, I like how they're doing stuff, how they have, like, expansion packs, stuff packs, and whatever the third one is. But I don't really... My problem with the stuff packs is there's not enough stuff for $10. There's just not. And, like, granted, there's a couple stuff packs I want, but I'm honestly probably going to get all the other stuff before I get the stuff packs, for the most part, unless there's like a specific build or I'm in a mindset of wanting to do a build like that. Like, kind of like with Nope, Spot, was not an expansion pack. I have one stuff pack. It is, what's it called? I don't know. I don't remember what it's called. What do I have? Open Origin. Yes, totally unorthodox. Whatever. You can load. Come on, computer. So, yeah, but, nothing really exciting is necessarily going on. I'm just placing plants, which is riveting, and doing some, like, final things. I was trying to decide what to do fence-wise, and I elected to just not go with them. Oh, I can't look. Ooh, ah. Oh, can I look? Okay. Oh, extra content. Haha. It's gonna take me a minute to find it. What do I have? Oh, perfect patio stuff. And that was just because, like, honestly, I really wanted the hot tubs. And, like, if there's certain items that I will definitely use, then I can kind of justify getting the pack. But for the most part, there's not, like, I really want to get the vintage glamour pack. Those would be really cool. And honestly, that's probably the next one I'm going to get, because that's the one I have a couple builds that I want to do, and I would really like some of the stuff from vintage glamour pack. So, but other than that, like, after that, there's not a whole bunch of stuff packs that I'm like, okay, I really want to get this. I would rather get the expansion packs. So anyway, moving on. I actually remembered to do outdoor lighting here. It was a little bit challenging because I had to put walls in and then put the lighting on and then delete the walls, and that was a little bit of a pain, but I got it. So yeah, but I put lots of lighting, so there's lots of visibility. And those two on that corner, those two the big column over there, they are at the same, they are matched up. It just looks like they aren't, and it's really weird. And so here we are in the screenshots. I did things a little bit backwards because I kind of took the pictures backwards, and I forgot to reorder them. So, we get the base layout first, and then we'll have the rest of the fun screenshots. And so, yeah. But this was honestly a lot of fun to build. Definitely something I haven't really done for a while. I enjoy kind of eco builds and kind of smaller builds, because then I don't have to spend like 4 hours on a build, and then I don't have any energy to do more. I can do more builds at once, and so this was a nice size one, and it was kind of nice not to have to deal with like multiple bedrooms. Just have one bedroom and that's it. That was really nice. So, but I think I'll probably, I don't know what I'm going to do next, honestly. I haven't started working on that yet. So, but yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys have an awesome day. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. I upload videos 3 days a week. So normally it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Well, Monday, Thursday, Friday is kind of what I'm going for. Wednesday's really, really busy for me. So I've kind of scratched Wednesday off the list. But anyway, there are links to follow me down below on other social media. And yeah, I hope you guys have an awesome day. This is available to download on the gallery. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.